And welcome back. We got the start of the third period between the Kutztown Golden Bears and the Millersville Marauders. It is 7-2 in favor of the Golden Bears. Hopefully in the locker room, Coach Joe Dooner said something to spark this Millersville team, maybe cut this lead down a little bit. Matt Flynn comes in, slap shot on net, goes wide. Oh, I'm sorry, saved by McIntyre, and it goes out into the netting. Let's draw to the right. I'm sorry, left of McIntyre. Hartenstein going to take the draw opposite Cody Hemberger. Draw one by Hemberger. Oh, I'm sorry, this is one by Hartenstein. Puck picked up by Cody Hemberger down on the wall. He's met there by, I believe that is Michael Safko. Hartenstein picks up the puck, high slot, over to Matt Flynn, who shoots wide. Safko high off the glass, trying to get it out. He can't. Nowosolski keeps it in, chips it down low. Picked up by Eli Krause on the wing. He was looking for option, but he fumbles the puck. Michael Safko looking for Liam Pizzi. You got Rikiki chipping the puck out of the zone to Matt Flynn, who brings it back. Didn't like what he saw. He looked for Cody Hemberger, who tips it to avoid the icing. Puck picked up by Adam Daubert, rims it around to Eli Krause, who looked to chip it center for a streaking Hartenstein, but is chipped out to number 36, Jacob D'Alessio. D'Alessio dumps it in. Hartenstein picks it up along the wall. He takes it behind the net, and he passes up to Liam Pizzi. Here he goes, Pizzi. He's down the wing. He's looking for something. He's with Eli Krause, 2-on-2, and he loses the puck. And here goes Braden Neeson. He shoots, tipped by Daubert, goes over the net. Margowski chips it in front of the net, poked away by Daubert, and the puck is cleared down the ice. First man to get there is going to be Sean Ward. Pressure by Cam Kent, who peels away, and here comes Eli Krause to pressure him. Sean Ward's got some speed. He showed us that early in the second period, or I believe the first period, I'm sorry. Says Nick, chips it around. He got speed. Here he comes, one-on-one with D'Alessio, who bumps him off the puck. Puck just sits there. Cam Kent fires it on net, saved by Rash. Kutztown didn't really know what to do with who was going to pick up the puck, so they just left it there. Great shot opportunity there by Kent. And Sesnick lines up for the draw across from Lorch to the left of Rash. Wins it back to Eli Krause, who gives it over to Comiskey, who gives it back down to Krause, who's looking, who skates in, who looks, shot, tipped wide. D'Alessio rims it around to Safko, who chips it back down low. Behind the net, Sean Ward picks up the puck. And he chips it, and it's chipped out of the zone. Safko gets it, he chips it on the wall looking for Cam Kent. Cam looked to pick up the puck, but he whiffed. Cody Hemberger gives it over to Sean Ward. Sean Ward chips down the ice, picked up by Comiskey. Comiskey chips it back down. Sean Ward has the puck. And he's looking to skate. Here he goes. He's skating, gives the puck over to number 97, Lorch. He looks to shoot, and he scores. Right over the right pad of McIntyre, making it 8-2 with 17:08 left in the third. Hartenstein lines up for the draw. His opposite's going to be Cody Hemberger. Hartenstein wins the draw back to Daubert. He looks over Comiskey. Comiskey fumbles the puck. Matt Flynn with the puck in the corner. Met there by Tom Hartenstein, who loses under his skates. Flynn passed the puck out to D'Alessio, who makes it 9-2 Golden Bears. This is not pretty, folks. Not after last night's game. I mean, granted, it is very hard to play a game when you have 5 skaters on the ice and 3 on the bench. It's very difficult, especially with the absence of Captain Tyler Keenan. The puck's dumped in, picked up by Delcio, met there by Ken, who's battling with it. Hartenstein joins the battle. And so does number 16, Sweeney. And they chip it up to Matt Flynn, who moves the puck around. He stops it around the blue line, looking for options. He just fires it on net, saved by McIntyre. Pizzi wraps the puck around, looking to give it to Kent, but is picked up by Rikiki. And Hartenstein tries to chip it out, but he can't. Comiskey picks up the puck along the wall, tries to chip it out. No good. Kent chips it to Pizzi. Liam Pizzi tries to chip it out, but he can't get it to go. Brendan Sweeney picks up the puck back to Matt Flynn, who looked like he was going to fire one net, but he chips it down low. Tom Hartenstein picks one up, and he's going. He looks over past the Pizzi, but that's an icing. The Millersville Marauders are unable to change this period. Not period, this chance on an icing. And the draw is going to be to the left of Cam McIntyre. Hartenstein's going to take the draw. His opposite is going to be number 41, Paul Snyder. Draw won by Snyder as the Golden Bears take it into the corner. And there's a puck is tied up between Neeson and Sensig. Puck is picked up by Hartenstein, who tries to rim it out but can't. Puck was shot there by number 36, D'Alessio. And Sean Ward shoots that puck in. Went wide, Hartenstein carrying it out of the zone. It's a 2-on-2, him and Liam Pizzi. Hartenstein tries to take it out wide, but it gets picked off by D'Alessio. And my bad on that goal call, folks. That was Noah Salsky who scored that goal, not D'Alessio. Sean Ward with the puck. He skates into the zone. He's looking for another goal. He shoots, saved by McIntyre. Eli Cross tried to pick up his bus, but it was hops over stick to Paul Snyder. Michael Safko high off the glass. Tried to be caught there by Eli Cross, but over to Sean Ward, over to D'Alessio. Back off the wall to Matt Flynn, who turns around because he didn't like what he saw from the pressure by Jaden Sesnick. Picked off by Eli Cross. He's in one-on-one with the goaltender, and a save by Rash. Cross packed it out front to Sesnick, but saved by Rash again. The puck luck for Millersville is not there today like it was yesterday. It's 9-2 in favor of the Kutztown Golden Bears with 14:38 left in this period. Lorch take the draws against Sesnick. Draw won by Lorch. Shot there by Kraus. I believe that was Pizzi. Tipped out of play. Josh, I gotta ask, what's your opinion here on the puck luck that Kutztown is getting tonight?
Yeah, AJ, Kutztown's getting a lot of good puck luck here. They're getting themselves in good positions out front of the net, making good passes, getting good shots. They just had the better of the luck tonight. Sometimes it goes that way, sometimes it doesn't. The hockey gods are on their side today.
Yeah, just like you said, the hockey gods are not in favor of us Marauders tonight. Puck picked up by Daubert. He tried to look over to Safko, but he couldn't get there. Kraus looked for a rebound for Jaden Sesnick, but it was scooped up by Rash.
You also got to keep in mind, AJ, these Kutztown Golden Bears have a lot more players on their bench than the Millersville Marauders do. Millersville Marauders are already down a defenseman in Zach Henry, and now they just lost their captain and one of their best defensemen in Tyler Keenan. They are starving for presence on the defensive core.
Yeah, the Marauders have 3 guys on their bench, down 2 defensemen and myself and Zach Henry. But hopefully, I know Zach will be back next weekend, and I'm hoping to be joining the team soon enough. And I don't know if I'll make any difference, but I hope to. As the puck is wrapped around, number 21, Rikiki, picked up by Matt Flynn.
I think your presence will make a difference, AJ. Give yourself some credit.
I hope it will, Josh. I mean, I'm a good presence. I stood in front of Merrick a few years ago. As I say this, the Kutztown Bears make it 10-2. Yeah, a couple of years ago, I stood as a defenseman in front of Merrick Jorgensen, and we went on to win the JV SHSHL AAA championship.
AJ, how long do you keep Cam McIntyre in the net as he's been getting peppered all day long? Do you think the young Keenan brother is Zach Keenan should get some playing time?
I feel like he should. Will Dooner let him? Maybe, maybe not, because I believe in 2 weekends, when we have our next game, Keenan will be Zach Keenan, Little Keenan as we call him, will be getting his start. As Hartenstein passes the puck over to Kent, who scores? Cam Kent, 3 goals in 2 games for this rookie. Welcome to college hockey. This kid knows what he is doing.
Funny thing is, AJ, he doesn't. He never played hockey in high school. He never played hockey in club hockey. The funny thing is, he just started playing hockey because Adam Dauber got him into it. So believe it or not, he probably has the least amount of experience out of anybody we've seen on this Millersville team. And so far, in the span of 2 games, he's got 3 goals. Talk about incredible.
I mean, you may say he doesn't know what he's doing, but as of what I've seen at practice and what I've seen at 2 games, he knows what he's doing.
He's quite the grinder, AJ, quite the grinder.
He puts the effort in, and that's what we love to see from a young hockey player. He's going to have a great career here, and he's only going to get better.
He's only reached the tip of the iceberg.
Tip of the iceberg is all we're seeing right now as Sean Ward passes the puck up to number 41.
I should get an assist on that. I taped his stick today before the game. I think I deserve an assist on that one.
I mean, he asked me to tape his stick, but I'm not very good at it either, so.
I deserve an assist. I never got a college point. I deserve an assist.
But the question is, Josh, did you ever score playing for this team?
No, I gave myself a concussion in practice. That says it all.
I mean, it happens to the best of us. As Sean Ward takes the puck into the Millersville zone, trying to walk around Comiskey. He is behind the net. He keeps the puck. Gives it over to number 41, Paul Snyder, as his shot is deflected out of the zone. And I believe the Marauder is going to get called for too many men on the ice here. No, I'm sorry. No too many men, no change because we shot the puck out of the zone. I'm sorry about that call. Sesnick and Lorch take the draw. Lorch wins the draw. Kraus picks it up. He passes it over to Sesnick. And there's a penalty coming. Eli Kraus was tripped. Cam Kent pick up the puck to Sesnick. Poked away by Rash. And Millersville is going to get a power play here with 12:02 left in the 3rd period. You know, let's see if we can get something going here and maybe cut this lead down just a little bit. What do you want to see from Millersville on this power play, Josh?
You shoot the puck. It's plain and simple, AJ. You shoot the puck. We just saw with Cam Kent's goal. A little cheeky goal right between the pads, squeak by him. Honestly, after a goal like that, shoot the puck.
Yeah, I mean, most power plays everywhere look for the most perfect shot, but that's not what you need here. You literally just need a shot on goal.
Cycle the puck, AJ, from your points down to your wingers, from up high, down low. Get that umbrella formula working here and get shots on net.
All right, Hartenstein with the puck. He looks to take it around behind the net, looking for options. He passes up to Pizzi. Pizzi along the wall gives it back to Hartenstein, who takes it out front. Who was looking there for Sesnick? Sesnick with the puck on the wing. Who passes it over. Looked for Hartenstein, but wasn't there. Michael Safko over to Tom Hartenstein. He couldn't control it. Sean Ward with the pressure there. Tom Hart with the puck. Who looks for a shot? Weird angle shot saved by Rash. Sean Ward looking to ice the puck, but it was tipped by Liam Pizzi. Clear attempt again, blocked by Jaden Sesnick. And Matt Flynn picks the puck up, and he's looking. He's going to skate the puck. No. He gives it back to number 21, Rikiki, who tries to ice it down the puck, but it is caught by Eli Kraus. Gives it over to Michael Safko, who skates it in down the wing. He is in the corner. He turns around. He's looking for options. He loses the puck. Brendan Sweeney with some pressure there. Eli Kraus behind the net. Looking high slot for Jaden Sesnick, and it was picked off by Matt Flynn, who chips it out of the zone, but caught by Michael Safko, who looks to bring it back into the zone. 1-on-2. He looked to go around Rikiki there, and he couldn't. As they chip it out with 22 seconds left on this power play. Shane Comiskey is the first man to get this puck, and you got to get it up ice here, maybe get a chance. And, oh, big hit by Safko on Neeson. Puck picked up on the wall by Cam Kent. He's got one. Cody Hember takes the puck from him, gives it to Rikiki. Even strength now. Rikiki fires the puck over, looking for Neeson. Intercepted by Shane Comiskey, who dumps it down the ice to Sean Ward. Pressure by Eli Kraus. Ward gives the puck to Hamburger, who gives it to Neeson. Neeson, looking for shot options, gives it over to Noah Salsky, who dumps it back down. Neeson picks up the puck in the corner. Safko on him. Safko with a hit. He grabs the puck. Looking to get it up out of the zone. Tries to give it to Kent, but it was picked off. Down in the corner with the puck is Michael Safko. Safko again. Up the wall. Right to Rikiki, who walks the line. He shoots. Saved by Cam McIntyre. 9:20 left in this third period. 10-3 in favor of the Golden Bears. The Golden Bears have seemed to have all the puck luck tonight, as even the easy shots have gone in. Cam has stood on his head, but has been left out to dry multiple times because of the absence of defensemen on the bench of the Millersville Marauders, including the absence of Captain Tyler Keenan, as we mentioned multiple times tonight, and Zach Henry. The Marauders have a short bench even though the Kutztown Golden Bears have many more players. The Kutztown Golden Bears seem to have at least 2 full lines of players, while Millersville has 1 line and 3 guys on the bench. But we'll see if Millersville can cut this lead down just a little bit. Why? There's a stoppage here, and I haven't seen anything. Josh, did you see anything that would cause this?
Not exactly sure, AJ. Not sure what they call a stoppage here.
They were ready to play, and then one of the refs stopped it because the linesman was going to play it.
Only thing I'm thinking of maybe is the time. Clock malfunction, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know, but the refs are grouping together to see what they can get going. But they were ready to play, and then the refs stopped the linesman from dropping the puck, so I wonder what this stoppage could be a result of. Now the refs seem to be talking to Coach Garrett Baldacci about something, and they go over to the Kutztown bench to talk to the Kutztown's head coach and Cody Hemberger, their captain. And Michael Safko has just left the ice. That leaves only 1 assistant captain left, and that is Tom Hartenstein, and leaves 2 players on the Millersville bench. Just, did you see anything Safko could have done? Do you believe he said something to the referees?
I think he said something, AJ. I think he's been, boiling up and bottling up his emotions all game long. He's been taking multiple slashes, gets behind the play. I think he might have finally had his breaking point and said something he shouldn't have said to the official, and off he goes.
I have no idea why Michael Safko was just sent off the ice, but we here believe it was related to something he could have said, as Liam Pizzi has just hit very, very hard in front of our own net. And Cam Kent has also hit very hard by Jacob D'Alessio. Jacob D'Alessio has now turned into a wrecking ball late in this game. Now, me personally, if you're up 10-3, why are you throwing hits like that?
No reason to be throwing hits like that. That's just Bush League play from Kutztown.
I mean, me personally, I'd throw hits like that in like a 2-2 game late in a game, but not when you're winning 10-3.
10-3, they've had the advantage all game long. I understand if you're throwing hits like that in a close game, but really? Really?
In a close game, a big hit like that gives your team momentum, but this Kutztown team has all the momentum already, and there's no need for that. As Cam Kennedy in, and puck, he was caught by Matt Flynn, and he was stripped of the puck. Here goes Matt Flynn down the left side. Matt Flynn behind the net, stopped there by Tom Hartenstein. Matt Flynn with the puck. He holds, shoots it on net, saved by McIntyre. And as I said earlier, D'Alessio had no reason to hit both Cam and Liam Pizzi like that. Up 10-3. In my opinion, that's classless. That's
disgusting. It's disgusting and lack of class. You've had this game in your back pocket since the moment the puck's dropped. Why feel the need to come after our players like that?
And get
AJ, this right here is the reason why I'm not playing anymore. Right here.
and we already have a short bench. This can cause injury, and it's just classless, like you said. There's no need for any of this.
AJ, I love hockey, right? I love to play the game. I love the sport. But like when you're playing teams like this, who just are trying to, exact their pound of flesh for no reason, what's the point? What's the point of playing anymore? It takes the love and the passion out of the game.
Yeah, watching this game, I feel like I don't want to play anymore, but I know I still will. But it's just very low class. It's tough to watch your team get pushed around and beat like this.
It's tough to watch them go down 10-3 after such a strong showing yesterday, because I know this team is better than this. But Kutztown doesn't have to keep being so aggressive like this. There's 6:53 left. Back off.
And our schedule says this is a non-league game, so there's no need to throw hits like that or run up the score. But I can't talk like that. We did it yesterday. We did it yesterday, but
My motto on that is, if you don't want them to run up the score, stop them. So, but like the hits are kind of just outrageous right now.
like I don't have, me personally, after watching our game yesterday, don't have an issue with the way Kutztown is still aggressiveness.
Sometimes it just happens. Yeah, and some hits are just out unnecessary.
And the aggressiveness from Kutztown to try and keep scoring, I don't disrespect it, but the hits that D'Alessio is throwing, not okay. As we get to a stoppage, we're going to have a draw to the left of Cam McIntyre with 6:11 left in this period. After that loss of Michael Safko.
AJ, think of all the ice time these guys have racked up. Shane Comiskey, Michael Safko, Cam Kent, Daubert, all these guys. They're racking up double-digit numbers of ice time right now, and they're just trying to get through the next buzzer.
They're racking up numbers from that game with, I forget which game it was, but the 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs where Brendan Verhaeghe put almost up an hour of ice time.
Last year, Brendan Montour almost had an hour of ice time.
Yes, yeah. That's what I was saying. He almost had an hour of ice time, and these guys are putting up like NHL level numbers in a college game because our bench is so short.
Like, you got to understand, these are college level kids. They're great kids. They work hard, but they're not the NHL level players, right? So that level of conditioning just isn't there. So these kids are gasping for air. Gasping.
Yeah, and even in practice, when we do a full ice drill for more than like 3 minutes, we're all gassed by the time that drill is over because lack of guys, lack of but our conditioning is going to be great. And as a great coach once said, his name was Herb Brooks. He once said, "We might not be the best team, but we'll be the best conditioned team." And if you have great conditioning, you can hold your own against faster teams and teams with more depth. And here we go with Sean Ward again. Sean Ward takes the puck behind the net, and he cycles it down to Cody Hemberger, who holds it behind the net, who gives it to, I believe that's 63, Matt Flynn, who holds on to it a little longer and wraps it back up to Sean Ward. Sesnick tries to chip it out, but he can't. Shot saved by McIntyre. Sean Ward tries to put it back on net, but it goes wide. Matt Flynn with the behind-the-back pass to Sean Ward. And then here goes Brendan Sweeney. Brendan Sweeney knocked off the puck by Sesnick, who gets pinned up against the boards with the puck, and he holds on to it. He chips it around to Cam Kent, who looks for Eli Krause. And here goes Eli Krause in the zone, 1-on-3, who just chips it in. Now back to what we were saying about ice time, Josh. These guys, Krause, one of those guys, he's been out here all game. And yesterday, Tyler Keenan racked up a bunch of ice time because yet again they played with 3 defensemen. It's so hard to play a game like this when you're racking up like maybe 35, 40 minutes of ice time in a game.
Keep that in mind. It's not enough that these guys are playing on the ice so much. They got to drive home after this. They got to drive 45 minutes back home after being exhausted. That's a lot to ask.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard to have to deal with this kind of loss. Like, even though you lost the game, you also lost some key players along the way, and you got to drive home about that and think about that.
Mind AJ, I think you guys have practice on Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday.
We have off ice on Tuesday, on ice practice Wednesday, Thursday. Monday is our study hours, Josh.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys go right from game week right to being back together again. So and back to getting the work done. So the work never stops, the grind never stops. I mean, being a student athlete in AJ is a full-time job.
It is. Even in high school, it was hard to do. But, I feel like now I can, kind of get into a swing of things, and I'm getting into it. But, like you said, we go from this to tomorrow. We get study hours.
You have off ice. And the off ice, for a lot of people at home, they might not realize off ice is tough. Off ice is tough. I mean, kudos to Zach Grimm if you're watching. He works these boys hard. But thanks to Zach Grimm, they're better conditioned and they're better prepared for games like this where you maybe have a shorter bench. But off ice where a lot of these guys put the work in and really sweat it out.
Yeah, and like you said, Zach Grimm, he's our off ice coach. He pushes us to the limits that we need to be pushed to find that new gear and find that ability to push ourselves to the next level to make ourselves better. Because if we're only doing like 80% of what our best is, we're just hurting the team, not ourselves. But here we go with Eli Kraus with Pizzy behind him. He tried something fancy. Pizzy picks up the puck. Pizzy behind the net, met there by D'Alessio. Kraus picks up the puck, puts it on net, saved by Rash. I can't imagine what's going through these guys' heads as they come close to the end of this game with the ice time they faced. I mean, granted, I like ice time myself. I can't wait to get out there and get a lot of ice time myself. But these guys have been through so much in this game.
Honestly, AJ, I don't think I've seen Shane Comiskey go to the bench once this period.
I mean, I think he went to the bench like once when, Michael Safko was still on the bench there. Because there's another hit that was unnecessary by D'Alessio.
It looks like Pizzy's a little shaken up after that, a little slow to get up on his feet.
And they finally get
all that. That's a deserved call. It was completely he didn't even have the puck.
It was about time they finally called that. And here we go. And Matt Flynn just taunted me and Josh here as like we did anything to deserve that. Like, yeah, buddy, we do know that the scoreboard is 10-3 and that you guys won. Nice class. Thank you. But
no comment on that.
You might not have one, but
I can't say what I want to say.
neither can I. I don't want to end my career this early. But it happens. You face people like that. Shot goes out of play from Jaden Sezik. And let's see if Millersville can at least score one more before the end of this game.
I don't even have a voice, so I'm not even adapt to say what I want to say anyway.
Well, Josh, sometimes you can't because you get people like that. Hartenstein wins the drawback, picked up by Pizzy. It is a shame, Josh, like you said. Pizzy picks up the puck. He's looking. He comes in, gives it to Hart, who shoots. And saved by Rash. Kraus puts the puck on. Another save by Rash. You got 56 seconds left in this game. Hartenstein's going to line up across from number 43, Slate Klauser for the face-off. Quick shot off the draw. Kraus gets the puck, picks it up, and he's looking for options, and puck is stolen by number 21, Rikiki. And here they go. And they're just going to hold it, and they dump it in. First man there is Klauser, picked up by Pizzy. Pizzy comes into here, and he's looking. Here we go. Pizzy just skating with the puck now because there's 24 seconds left in this game. Kraus to Sesnick. To Hart. Tried to shot, but no block.
I want you to say something about the sign.
Okay. All right, fellas. We have a fan here with a sign that says, "Let's go, number 11, Shane Comiskey," and they're wishing him a happy 21st birthday. Oh, and it's Shane's cousin. Well, thanks for coming out tonight, bud. I mean, tough loss there for Millersville tonight. But hopefully in about 2 weeks when we come back, we can bounce back. And thanks for joining us. But we got we still got the Cougar Bowl 3 stars.
Cougar Bowl apparel 3 stars of the game, AJ. Who you got?
I mean, I don't even know, Josh. I mean, there's so many players to pick.
Let's start with your 3rd star. Who do you have for your 3rd star?
My 3rd star, I'm probably gonna have to go with Kutztown's goalie as an honorable mention. Real quick, he played a great game. But my 3rd star, I gotta give it to Michael Safko. I mean, granted, he did get ejected later in the game, but he kept his cool with those slashes behind the net, behind the play, those hits he was taking. He kept his cool, but you can only take so much. Who do you got, Josh?
For number 3, I'm going to go with number 14, Tyler Keenan. Tyler Keenan got tossed early in this one, but even from the moment the puck dropped, he got the Marauders' first goal. We weren't able to capture, unfortunately, due to technical difficulties. But Keenan looked terrific. Off to a hot start. Great shot on net. Ripped one home. Got the Marauders going early in this one. Tyler Keenan, 3rd star of the game for me.
I'm going to echo that for my 2nd star here, Josh. My Cougar Bowl apparel 2nd star of the night is Tyler Keenan. Keenan, like you said, played an amazing game. He got us off to a hot start with that first goal, get us back in the game. But unfortunately, we did lose him later in the game. But he will be bouncing back very, very shortly. Who you got, Josh?
For number 2 for me, it's going to be number 5, the man, the myth, the legend, the Yinzer, Michael Safko. Michael Safko worked his butt off all night long, not only in the offensive zone, but dropped back in the defensive zone to help out when help was needed back there as they were short defensemen after Tyler Keenan's loss. He stepped up in a big way and helped out offensively, picking up a great goal, getting the Marauders back into this one for a little bit, and then helped out defensively with the youngster, Cam Kent.
Yeah, Michael Safko did play a great game. Now, for my 1st star, I could not decide between these 2 guys. I'm just gonna do it and say I got 2 1st stars for tonight. My first star of the night is the rookie Cam Kent. He came into this game with 2 goals and he added one on top of that. And not only did he add one on top of that, he got a lot of ice time tonight. And even though he got knocked around, he kept his head up and just kept going. And now my 2nd star, granted, it wasn't a great game for him, but I'm going to go with Cam McIntyre. I mean, yes, the final score was 10-3, and he played the full 60 minutes of this game. But he stood on his head all 60 minutes. And it's hard.
You make a lot of great points there. I mean, this game could have been easily, much worse, with the depleted defensive core. Cam McIntyre stood on his head, gave this team, a chance to get back in this. But unfortunately, with the short bench, it just wasn't feasible tonight. But I'm going to go with my Cougar Bowl apparel 1st star tonight. It's got to be Cam Kent, right? As a freshman coming into a game like this that's physical, hard-hitting, hard to get space, hard to get quality shots. And Cam Kent, honestly, might not have got the best chance, might not have got the greatest shot. But you know what? He snuck one by him, and as a freshman against a team like this today, that's a huge momentum booster for a kid like Cam. Cam, keep on shooting, keep on skating, kid. You're in for one heck of a career.
And I can't wait to see what he's got. Like you said earlier, tip of the iceberg with this kid because he's learning. He's only going to get better.
We're just seeing his full potential, and it's really, really exciting to see what a kid who played only football in high school, and now makes that transition to college hockey. And it's amazing to see, because you got to keep that in mind, right? Everybody else out here has had that experience, been skating for years. But he's much like myself, who only started later in the game, right? He started later than me. And he was brought onto the team by his buddy Adam Daubert, made the D3 team in tryouts. And you know what? Now he's looking fantastic. In the span of 2 games, he's already scored 3 goals. I mean, that's, like I said, it's more than I've ever scored. But, Cam is he's on fire right now, and I hope he stays this way.
Yeah, Josh, I couldn't have said it better myself. But, thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you guys back here in 2 weeks for our next game. Thanks, guys.